Amway Coaches Poll.
You know, it had been 2 months, believe it or not, since Derrick Henry's last 100-yard game. He had 100-plus against Florida on September 20th, and he didn't crack that mark again until Saturday, when he had 140-plus yards against Missouri to help Alabama win the SEC championship. You can sense a formula going forward for Alabama. Amari Cooper's great at wide receiver. Blake Sims has been great at quarterback, but if you can team those two with Derrick Henry and his fellow back T.J. Yeldon, Alabama's offense is going to be nearly unstoppable.
The College Football Playoff Selection Committee had bumped Florida State down to number 4 in last week's rankings, meaning that the Seminoles had very little wiggle room. What Florida State did on Saturday night, they beat Georgia Tech in the ACC championship game by only 2 points. But it's still the best win that Florida State has on its resume. Jimbo Fisher and players afterwards all said they're in the playoff, they're convinced they're convinced they deserve to be. And it's because they finally have a good quality win that should either maybe boost them to the number 3 spot, at least secure a number 4 spot, but at this point it would be preposterous to think that they're not going to make the college football playoff.
The Heisman Trophy will be awarded on Saturday. Melvin Gordon will be there from Wisconsin. You've got to think Amari Cooper will be there from Alabama, maybe even Trevon Boykin from TCU. We know who's going to win. It's going to be Oregon quarterback Marcus Mariota. We've kind of known this for weeks. It's official now after Saturday. Mariota was terrific against Arizona. He had 5 touchdowns, 3 came on the ground, setting a new career high. At the same time, on Saturday, Wisconsin's Melvin Gordon was really average against Ohio State. He had 76 yards, by far his worst of the season against a Big Ten team. Any chance he had went out the window. It's going to be Mariota's trophy.
Oregon thrashed Arizona in the Pac-12 championship game, and the Ducks secured their ticket to the college football playoff in very convincing fashion, beating the only team that had beaten them this season. But on the flip side, if you're an Arizona fan, you've got to be incredibly thrilled with the way this season went. It was an incredibly special season. Rich Rodriguez had a redemption tour of sorts as he kind of, rehabbed his image from the Michigan debacle. And I just think the takeaway from the season, if you're a Wildcat fan, is that these are all young players. The best is yet to come. This is a program on the rise. So they may be dropping in the poll this week. They may be out of the playoff, which was kind of a long shot anyway. But this is a program headed in the right direction.
We knew almost nothing about Cardale Jones heading into Saturday because when he had played, it had just been in garbage time as a backup or even a third-string quarterback. He threw 3 touchdowns against Wisconsin in a 59-0 win against just 5 incomplete passes. It's at the point now where it seems as if regardless of who Ohio State puts under center, they're just going to get excellent quarterback play. Think about this. Jones will have 4 weeks to prepare for the Buckeyes' postseason opponent. Look what he did in just 6 days. He could be scary in 4 weeks.
Amway Coaches Poll.